So I'll do a count to lead it in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Astronaut helmets or whatever. There's some people that like a tighter sound. Tighter sound. Do it again. Now the instrument is very well balanced. The other instrument that I have is one that I've played, I think, more than I have any other. Now, the instrument is very well balanced. It's a custom-made ovation. If I were you, I wouldn't take a prejudice to guitars that have plastic backs. Tighter sound. Tighter sound. Tighter sound. It drifts away from the norm. Sounds very much like a dreadnought. Tighter sound. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the instrument is very well balanced. People that like a tighter sound. Tighter sound. Feel free to experiment around a bit. A couple of things I should mention now is that, first off, neither the rhythm through there nor the improvising part over the rhythm were what I would consider the ideal, but I think you get the point nonetheless.
Hey, what's up, everyone? How y'all doing? I hope you're having a good Tuesday so far. I hope we can get some transcribing done today. I see Ryan's already got me a softball. I love that. Everyone, let's just hang out for a little bit. If you got something to tell me in the chat, you type it in there right now. If you're not typing in the chat, I don't know what you're doing, man. I want a flurry of messages. Riley, hey Marcel, how you doing, man? I'm good, dude. What's up? Oh, hey Andy, how you doing? It's 2 a.m. here in Australia, so I have to sleep. I don't know. Priorities, man. Priorities. You might have to stay up just a little bit later. Or maybe, just leave me on in the background. Let the soothing sounds of my voice take you away to sleep. Seneca's already in here with the Ralph Stanley suggestions. I love it. You're typecast, man. I know what you're gonna ask for. Brian, did you ever say what that softball was? You said you got an easy one for me, and I don't think you ever told me what it was. I want to know the contents of those bottles of yours. Chemical additives, stimulants, whiskey. A lot of whiskey. I actually just got a lovely whiskey gift from a student. If I had it in here, I'd show you, but of course I don't have it in here. That would be bad. I don't need the temptation. Hey Marcel, just wanted to say thanks for the great lessons. It's very hard to find people who actually break down what's happening rather than just the tabs. Hey, thank you so much, Music Man. I know that's just the way I think, man, so I like to talk that way. I'm so glad that there's such a large community of people that also want to hear that information and they think that it helps, so thanks, man. Charlie Cushman and David Greer Freight Train YouTube video is a crackin' tune. Yeah, we can do that, man. Give me a bluesy bluegrass lick of the day. Bluesy bluegrass lick of the day. I only know one lick. The only lick I know is... but I do hope you can do Sweetheart Like You one day. I know it's cheesy, but hey, it's an amazing... Dude, I love Sweetheart Like You. I don't want you guys to think I don't like that tune. I love that tune. What's Tony saying in the middle of that? He says, like, slow down, darling. People are jealous of you. But he's got, like, some, like, little exclamation that he shouts that's so good. EMD, Tony's Break. I like that suggestion. That's a good one. Good morning. Feels like it's been a minute. Yeah, I don't know why it feels that way. Oh, Ryan, yeah. Chat doesn't let you post links. I think that's a YouTube thing. I actually don't think that's anything I can change. So you just gotta tell me the name of the video. If you copy and paste the name of the video, though, I should be able to find it. Hey, Mickey, what's up? We got the whole crew here. Do we have Andy, Mickey, and myself? Oh, it just happened. Yeah, that's it. That's the whole crew. I don't think that's ever happened before on stream. Guys, Mickey and Mando Hat are the two other teachers for Lessons with Marcel. They both have their own channels too. They're both very, very talented players, and they both actually also play mandolin, which is something that I can't say. Hey, JD Social Cat became a member. Thank you so much for becoming a member, dude. I appreciate that. I love listening to that sound effect. I say it every single time. And if you want to spam me with that sound effect, all you got to do is hit that subscribe button or hit that join button down there to become a member. Oh, yeah, I see everyone saying hi to Mickey. I love it. Salt Spring. Brian, finally caught alive. You've been here before, haven't you, Brian? Maybe I've just seen your name in the comment section. No worries. I'm just depressed that I can't figure out the variation of the F chord shape Tony Rice plays in that VHS special version of Church Street Blues in the last verse. Oh. Variation of an F chord in the last verse. Interesting. Give me a timestamp, Brian. Like, if I just pull up the Church Street Blues Homespun video, I know which one you're talking about. Tell me exactly the time in the video, and we'll look at it. Jake says, "Hello, love your videos, bro." Thanks, man. Hey, didn't you have a suggestion up there? Jake, didn't you suggest something? You said Wild Bill Jones, Billy Strings. Man, I feel like we've done that, but I think that was just the... No, I think we've done that. Let's find out. There was a big Wild Bill Jones snafu where sort of the wrong song, mislabeled. It was a mess. We won't talk about it. But but I swear, I thought we had the Billy Strings Wild Bill Jones. Oh yeah, we do. Hey, Jake. Happy birthday. I just picked up California Autumn on vinyl. I'm jealous, man. I don't have like very much Tony vinyl at all, despite having a lot of records. Look, you can see some of my records back here. But I only have Mar West, and then I have like Fiddleistics, which has Tony on it. I have I can't think of any more. I have a handful of like other records that Tony is on that aren't Tony albums. Anyway. Do we have to be a member for you to take suggestions? Nah. You don't have to be a member for me to take suggestions. I mean, no, wait. What I mean is, yes, you have to be a member for me to take your suggestion. No, I'll take any suggestion, as long as it's fun, you know. Oh, I've had you transcribe a few, but never been able to catch a live. I see, right? So we've emailed before. Well, nice to see you here, Brian. Okay, let's get into this Church Street Blues question, just because this is intriguing. Historically, I'm not wonderful with like weird little chord variations and stuff. I do okay, but that's not my forte. Let's say 227. Okay. Let's see.
I'd string up this old Martin box and go and join some band. But I guess I'm gonna stay right here.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, man. Yeah, okay, so this is an easy question to ask. It's not an F chord at all. It's a B flat. It's a cool little thing that Tony puts in the verse. Stay right here. So he's using like the oven mitt sort of bar with his pinky to play this like B flat triad on D, G, and B. D string, G string, and B string. It's like a 3rd fret bar, and it's basically just B flat like this. So I guess I'm gonna stay right here. I can sing a while. Try to make me a little change. Maybe that looks just fine. Check this out. I'm gonna try to play Tony Rice's lead guitar part while I sing the chorus. Well, I got myself a rocking chair and see if I can lose. Been thin, done, part time, hell on Church Street Blues. That's what that chord is, though. I hope that helps, right? Any one of you guys seen Welcome to Plathville on TLC? Right. Mickey's got this like crazy thing that's going on. There's this reality TV show called Welcome to Plathville, and Mickey used to be the teacher for a handful of those kids. It's a really interesting, weird little show. I had no idea Mickey was connected. So when you sent me that message, Mickey, I was like, what? We had watched a couple episodes already. Brian says, I emailed you about that off version of Church Street Blues not too long ago. Still haven't found that video I was looking for. Oh, I remember you mentioned that video. Yeah, no idea what that is. If you ever find it, I'd love to see it, though. Been playing guitar for 25 plus years and still cannot play Church Street Blues. Yeah, me too, man. Join the club, Church Street Blues is like a lifetime project. You work on that thing forever. You're never done with Church Street Blues. Anyone else got anything like that? Anyone else got any other little questions that I might be able to answer? I've seen a couple suggestions come in. I've seen like Ridge Road Gravel. Someone wanted that TR break. I'm not sure we've ever done that. Take me home tonight. Around the bend, I'll see you again. We could do Ridge Road Gravel. I've never done it. It's not on the website. It is a Tony Rice break, so it'll be a fun one. No question about it. Let's check it real quick.
sitting on the riverbank, nothing.
What do I do for vocal warm-ups? What's a vocal warm-up? No, I don't do anything for vocal warm-ups. I'm not much of a singer though, man. I normally just sing in my car on the way to the gig.
To me, you can't see.
It's kind of hard to hear with two guitar parts.
Yeah, searching bridge road gravel and the coal oil line.
I guess it's easier if I just wear one ear, because I think Norman's guitar is more on the right side, and this is more Tony on the left side. Yeah, let's do this. I mean, the question is, who suggested this? Who suggested Ridge Road? Blake Morris. Blake Morris suggested this. Blake, if you still want me to do Ridge Road Gravel, my question to you is, which break do you want? Because Tony plays a very similar break like 3 or 4 times throughout the song. So tell me which one you want, and maybe I'll do it. Until then, I'm going to explore some other options. We'll file that under not enough information. Could you do the intro for Merle Haggard's Same Train, Different Time? Man, this might be out of the wheelhouse. But let's go look. I'm into out of the wheelhouse. Yo, Skinner. That was funny. I had just taken that ear off because I was like, oh, that's all Norman's guitar, and they turned this one. The lead guitar is only in this. Man, this isn't too tough.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's just do this opening lick. I know this is like short, but why not? Someone wants to know it. I can transcribe it. Let's make it happen. What key are we in? Does that imply D? Right, so I would imagine either capo 2 or just open D. But we're so far up the neck that we don't even know right now. So like 10-8-7. Syncopation. Right. And then like yeah, cool. Sound effects are how I keep you guys interested. If it was me, I would play an open string for this note. I would play it as an escape note. Right. Da-da-do. Is the jury still out on whether or not this is C shapes or D shapes? I suppose we don't know. Whoa, we got a bunch of messages from Hangover. What you trying to say over here? Seth, this is the intro that you're looking for. I hope this helps. I hope that helps, dude. Mickey says, how about Scott Nygaard's solo on Old Dangerfield off Chris Lilly's first solo album leading off? Mickey, that's a great suggestion, but I know that's going to be super long. So I don't really want to start with something that'll eat up too much of the stream. You know what I'm talking about. What's up, Marcel? Didn't mean to send that. No worries, man. You hit me with the old dang it. Hey, Marcel, can you do Tony solo on 9-Pound Hammer from the Freeborn Man album? Didn't we already do that? Didn't we already do that? Or maybe, oh yeah, right. Maybe we did 9-Pound Hammer off of Manzanita. There's a 9-Pound Hammer on Manzanita too. 1822 in Italy. Returning from work. Great tune. I don't know, man. I don't think there's that many hours in a day. I have a show with Alex Leach's band coming up, and I want to see if I can figure out that solo for it. Yeah, we can look at that. Can you do Must Be 7, Billy Strings? I mean, I suppose we could. Let's file this one under, hey Seth, I hope this helps. We probably won't put this on the website, but happy to help, dude. Let's keep going. Alright, so this suggestion, 9-Pound Hammer, Freeborn Man album. I feel like this is one that I have to check. Didn't we already do this? So we already have a 9-Pound Hammer tab. Is 9-Pound Hammer on Manzanita, perhaps? It is. So that's 2 different recordings. That makes sense. So the question now becomes, last time I transcribed this, which version did I transcribe? Okay. So let's check real quick. It's 6:22 in Italy. We count time in a different way. I got you, man. Don't worry. I'm smarter than I let on. I may look like I don't know what's going on, but I'm always in complete control. Okay, so I bet that I wrote down the Manzanita version, if there is indeed 2 different versions. So why don't we figure this out real quick? Right, this is the break that I wrote down because I'm looking at it right now. Look, there it is. So let's find this other recording of 9-Pound Hammer, and maybe we can do this now. Saying off of this Tony Rice guitar album. Right, I got you. Earlier recording of 9-Pound Hammer. It's all clicking up here for me. I got what's going on. Oh, Steven is telling me, oh, better version of Freight Train. I know exactly the recording you're talking about. I actually downloaded it on my computer when they posted it on YouTube because I was like, I should transcribe this. So I'm on to you. That's a good suggestion. Dale says, hey, everybody. Hey, would someone mind banning Dale real quick? I want the one from Freeborn. I already know Manzanita version. Yeah, I got you, man. We got it. I just had to confirm, man. You know, I see you over there, Hangover. You're like, hey, I already did the Manzanita version. I'm trying to understand what's happening for my own benefit. All right, let's figure this out.
Honey, for my son, don't you roll so slow.
Hangover, don't you dare ban Dale. Hangover, if you ban Dale, you will get banned again. Okay, let's listen to this whole break all the way through.
I can roll when the wheels don't go. Well, it's a long way to Harlem and a long way.
Man, it's a weird Tony break. Yeah? I mean, that's like kind of not what we're used to. Bizarre. We can do it. Might change my middle name to Shadowban. Okay. I love that you guys have this new built-in friendship. If you've not been turned on to Cahalan and Eli, do yourself a favor. They were fantastic when together. They were so good. Tim O'Brien produced their follow-up album. I've never heard of that. I will check it out. You know what, Hangover? Let's do it. Go get the weed whacker.
Hazard, just to get a little.
Okay, let's back up.
Well, then and if I'm how can I roll when the wheels don't go?
Yeah, weird. Yeah, super bizarre intro. What key are you in? It's like we're in A. Ooh, I also just found a little piece of Chex Mix on my desk. Love that. All right, A. I hope Mike leaves in that bit. I hope when he edits this video, he'll leave in the bit where I find the Chex Mix. Okay, so we're in A.
The wheels don't go.
Yeah, weird. So maybe I'll write it like this. And then we'll put that pre-band release right here. I mean, I get it. It is kind of like this other move that he does. This like, it's kind of like that. Like it's doing the same. It's doing the same bend, just an octave higher. What song just got here? We're doing this weird 9-pound hammer. It's sort of an early Tony recording. Interesting stuff. Sounds more like a Larry Sparks break. Yeah. Gotcha. Yep, Cahalan, like Van Halen, but different. I got you, man.
When the wheels don't go.
Did you pick a break that makes me use my brain? Yeah, that's right, timing wise. So it sounds like it starts on the and of 3. Yeah, right. So we got this hammer on. It sounds like he's bending this a little bit too. Maybe like a tiny little curl on it. Yeah, this is weird too, right? He's coming in off the beat again. Almost like right here, maybe. I'll say Tony's the man. Tony is the man. No, it's not. See, it's even earlier. Hey, what's up, Sam? Thanks for becoming a member. I appreciate that, dude. But this is like this stream of memberships, man. Everyone's becoming a member. Maybe this is actually on the beat, and then off the beat over here I'm getting another note. Yeah, right. So once again we're getting this bend. These are tied together. Where's my band notation? Da-do, da-da-do. I just heard something outside. Guys, if something happens to me, if this is it, know that I always loved you all. Oh, more diatonic, you say? Weird. That? Ah, right. Come on, play. Smart, Tony. Escape note right there. Escape note cited, man. Minor to major third, mayhaps. This is a lot of time wasting. That's happening right here. It's not bad playing or anything. It's a little fluffy, you know, not a whole lot of content. I thought I heard more like open strings here, like more. So you fill some more time. Interesting. Da, 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 boo, da, da, da. Like that. What's going on over here? Dale Shadow Fan. Dale, I missed that. I love your name. I love the new Shadow Band name. I'm sorry to see that, man. That's beautiful. Have you heard of the Ballad of Johnny and Becky by the Petersens? You should try it after this one if no one has already requested. The solo is bad? Bad in a good way? Bad in a bad way. Control S. You guys are lifesavers. I love that. I love that you guys know that I forget to save my work, so you're like, save it. Oh, I love it. All right. What software is that for transcribing? I'm prepared for this question. Oh, by the way, here's you guys. Say hi to yourselves. This is what I look at when I tell Hangover to ban people. This is Guitar Pro. Guitar Pro 7 specifically. Yeah, that's what I use to transcribe. I got a bunch of doohickeys over here. Honestly, I don't really use this a lot. I mostly use the shortcuts. And then over here on the other side, we got all the like song information. So eventually I'm going to go in here and I'm going to write like 9-pound hammer. I'm going to write like Tony Rice. Right. All that good stuff. Anyway. So, let's get back to it, gang. Ah. We'll have to think about that a little bit. Guitar Prep 7. Guitar Pro. Like, I'm a professional. Guitar Pro 7. The hangover helps with banding because being angry at someone is much easier while in pain. It's a hard job. Someone's got to do it. Someone's got to be hungover all the time. Cool. Come on, play. Almost like that for the C chord. Guitar Pro 7, got it, thanks. There is also an affiliate link in the description of this video if you would like to help out the channel in your purchasing of Guitar Pro. I just scrolled down on this like I was going to find my affiliate link. Nope. Not quite so lucky. I can hook you up with it. It'll just take me a second. Give me a second, and I will give it to you. I just have to find my own YouTube channel. Whoa. My own YouTube video, just being loud in my own ears. Yeah, cool. if anyone wants to help the channel out and purchase Guitar Pro, there's the link. So I get a kickback from that, and I would appreciate it if you were going to purchase Guitar Pro, if you would use that. What's up here? Marcel, what strings do you use? Changed to Diodario 13 to 56 after watching Billy's run down last year. Should I change? Yeah, so here's the thing. If you play, I see strings and such saying use elixirs. If you play a coded string, I mean, there's a lot of different coded strings out there, but generally, you never get the super bright sound from a new set of strings, and that really new, like, you know, phosphor bronze sound is only lasting, you know, like a week, if that, or even maybe even just a couple days. But the point is that a coded string doesn't allow you to hear that time period. And a lot of bluegrass guitar players really like that fresh string sound. And so they would rather change their strings more often and keep retaining that bright sound rather than using a coded string like an elixir. Anyway, all that to say, yeah, I played Diodario mediums, which are the size that you just listed. I'm trying to see how many packs are in here. There's 25 sets of strings in here. This is how I buy them. And you just pull out strings as you need them. But yeah, the ones that you mentioned, they're actually pretty universal for guitar players. Most people, a pack of Diodario medium, phosphor bronze. That's it, man. That's what everyone's playing. They're the EJ17s, I believe, if anyone cares. But yeah, that's just part of it. I mean, I guess if you're not gigging a whole lot, if you're not doing any of that stuff, and you want a string that lasts longer, then hell yeah, use the elixirs. But to me, I'd rather just change my strings more often to get that, like, kind of fresh guitar string sound. I love Martin Marquis for stringing my Martins. They're beautiful sounding strings. Yeah, totally, man. There's definitely other options. To me, which specific brand you're getting of probably mediums isn't is kind of a minor preference. I think the bigger preference is whether you like a coated or an uncoated string. And for that brightness reason, I think most people prefer something that's uncoated. Although maybe you have a super bright guitar and you want to mellow it out a little bit, it might take a coated string to do that. But anyway, something to think about. Yeah, see, Hangover, you were actually talking about this in the Discord, I think. But the new Tony Rice, like, mono L wound strings. See, a lot of times I hear people talking about those, and they're like, hey, they're a little mellow. They're like not exactly what I need. And I get that. I feel like they're a little mellow too. They sound a little mellow on my guitars. You know, I'd rather just use the EJ17. But you know, whatever. Obviously, go buy anything with Tony Rice's name on it. That goes without saying. I think I just fell in love with Billy and just tried copying him. that string preference that Billy stated, I mean, is like the most common string for bluegrass players, I think. So, you know. Whenever I hear people recommending a coated string, I always think maybe it's time to, like, give it another try. Because I feel like every time I give it a try, like, it's not my favorite, but maybe it's time to try it again. You know. That being said, every guitar is different. So try different strings. There's another note right there. Hangover. My guitar is ridiculously bright sounding, so they fit really well. Right, like we are saying, yeah. Trying string joys now. Don't know much about that. Play 3-hour gigs at hot sweat farmers market, and my elixirs don't even need changing after. Yeah, see, that's the benefit of like a coated string, right? If you're playing something that's coated like an elixir, then yeah, you're playing a hot sweaty gig. It's going to keep all the grime off of that string. If you're chasing that super bright brand new string sound, then like a hot sweaty gig for 3 hours is going to kill a set of strings. It's just kind of like a known problem. And to me, I'd rather just play the super bright strings and then change them after the gig. Because I'd rather just get back to that bright sound. But other folks would rather just play the elixirs and like, have a slightly mellower sound to their guitar. And I think that's fine. I get it. But if you're asking me what a lot of sort of famous bluegrass guitar players do, they're just constantly changing their strings, and most of the time they're not playing coated strings. That's kind of the truth, which is weird, I know, but there you go. My guitar is beat up. My uncle gave it to me. When I say gave, I returned it, and that was 15 years ago, and I'm shredding bluegrass like it's gonna fall apart. I didn't return it. I gotcha. I'm homeschooled, so I prefer elixirs. Man, I don't know what that means. Oh, all I do around the house is play guitar. Right, you're saying that like you play guitar a lot, so you want the elixirs to like last a long time. Maybe I'm crazy, man. I would rather just change my strings. Tony's always doing this thing. Cole says, hey, everyone. Hey, Cole. Is that like a quick slide? Sounds like it could be. I think I heard that. Enclosure. Closure right there. I think that was it. Right, I was concerned why those measures didn't work out, and I see what it is now. I just had some weird lines here with too many measures. That should make it make sense. All right. Break starts, a little Control S, and then we can get some of those chords in there real quick. I normally don't do them, but hey, why not? Actually, that's not true. They're normally in the tabs. I normally just don't do them on stream because it eats time. Nope, that's not how the chord change goes. There we go. There we go. And let's do all these accidentals real quick too. So a lot of times these are just written slightly incorrectly. It'll be an A sharp instead of a B flat, which is a little confuzzling. It's not my favorite, so I'd rather just, pick a better accidental that makes more sense to be there. Talking about the sheet music too. If you're not reading the sheet music, I guess it doesn't apply. And with all of that, that means that we can do pick strokes. There we go. And when I do these pick strokes, a lot of times I'm not. Sometimes I know that Tony is breaking his pick strokes, but I won't write that. I won't reflect that in my pick strokes. 'Cause it's kind of one of those situations where if you know, you're already doing it. And so I'd rather just write like kind of standard alternating pick strokes because that's more helpful to like 95% of people. So yeah, if you're kind of a more advanced player out there and you're like, Marcel wrote a wrong pick stroke, that's probably why. That being said, in something like Church Street Blues, I'll try to write down the correct pick strokes, but in something like this, it makes more sense to just do standard alternating pick strokes because that's going to help the majority of people. I guess that's everything. I'm going to turn off the sheet music real quick, and maybe we can get it all on camera at the same moment. Yeah, there we go, something like that. Oh, did I write this whole time the very first note has been wrong? Nice. It's really kind of syncopation based. The most exciting break to kind of play unaccompanied, but that is it, gang. Cool. All right, let me catch up on this chat a little bit. You guys have been saying things and I don't know what's going on. Right. I also live 15 minutes from Nazareth, so I'm a little biased. And hey, Eric, you live close to the Martin factory. That's cool, man. Personal preference, but I don't like the coded. Yes, Pete. Continue the argument. Let the hate flow through your body. I don't like the coded either. That's what I was saying, man. Right. Your guitar is beat, but it sounds better than Grandpa's HG28. When I went to the Martin factory, the tech that changed my strings recommended not to use coded strings on my D35. Well, there you go. The Ballad of Johnny and Becky by Petersen's on their album Shenandoah. We'll look at that real quick. Do you have any videos on setting up live sound for acoustic? your recommendations on pedals, or effects, or amps, pickups, things like that. Wow, that is just about the biggest can of worms that you could possibly ask. That is a lot, because there's a lot of different preferences on how that stage setup should work. So in the most traditional way, some people will literally just set up one microphone and I'll play around it and sort of do the dance, right, to see if you're soloist, you're in front, if you're singing, you're in front, that kind of thing. I've played in bands that do that. I think it's really interesting. I think it's really difficult as a guitar player. I think it's one of the most difficult sound arrangements for the guitar player, so I don't prefer it. Bands will also do setups where they have, once again, a single condenser mic, but they have a couple instrument mics set up that that you might find on either side of the condenser. So when soloists have to play something, they might go up to it. You'll also see this variation where there'll be a mic for the fiddle player. But there can be any amount of variation in this thing, right? So your fiddle player might also be a vocalist, so they might have a main sort of fiddle mic that they play into, but maybe they also have a vocal mic that has a separate fiddle mic in case they need to like play some fills in between their singing. And then, your guitar player, well, maybe they're not singing most of the time, so they have a dedicated microphone that's just off to the side away from everyone. And maybe it's, sort of the banjo player and the mandolin player that are doing the singing and they're fighting over the microphone and they don't even have instrument mics, right? It could be any amount of strange combinations for your bluegrass band. And depending on how traditional or how modern you're going to go, you're going to have a more interesting setup. Now, as guitar players, my ideal is most of the time not to play into a microphone, not to play into a condenser. And I know there's so much hate for like, it doesn't sound like a guitar, it doesn't sound like a guitar. But honestly, the modern technology has gotten so good that if you have good equipment, it can sound like a guitar. It really can. A lot of people are just plugging in, I'm going to sound stuck up, but I'm going to say it. People are plugging in cheap guitars into cheap pickups with no preamp, going straight into the sound system, and they're like, hey, it doesn't sound like a guitar. Well, yeah, it doesn't sound like a guitar. You didn't do anything, right? If you had a nicer guitar with a nicer pickup in it, maybe even something that's custom built for the guitar, like the Martin Aura pickups. I really like these pickups. So these are the Martin Aura pickups, and most of them have, if not all of them, have microphone imaging built in. So in that pickup, I have a bunch of EQ settings, I have a compressor built in, and I also have a bunch of microphone images. So I can sort of switch between a bunch of different simulations of famous microphone configurations. Just by plugging in my guitar, it simulates that sound. And it sounds great. It sounds like a guitar. This is a pickup custom made, right, for this guitar. They played this guitar into a bunch of different microphones, and they have a bunch of like mic simulations in there. And this one sounds great. And I run this into a preamp that has a boost and stuff, and then I plug that into the board. So I have a real sounding instrument. If you're just plugging in, a cheap whatever with a cheap whatever pickup, then it's going to sound bad. So if it was my ideal situation, right, everyone would be running their separate instrument sound, whether that means a mic or for me plugging in, and then everyone would have their own vocal mic too. I think that just gives the sound man and the band personally like the most room to do whatever they each want to do, rather than all singing into one condenser and trying to do all of that stuff just with space and room. It's a noble thing to do. It can be a cool thing to do, but I'm not sure it's worth it sometimes. Let's see what else we got. Right, this Petersen suggestion, we will do that. On your transcriptions, can you indicate pick direction, especially on tricky cross-picking phrases? Yeah, I always do indicate pick direction. I hope you see that. These pick stroke guys, the little house and the little pointy arrow, like you see in this first measure, there's a downstroke followed by an upstroke in between the sheet music and the tab. I hope you see that. That's what that is. That's in almost every tab, unless it doesn't make sense to include. Hey, Marcel, I really appreciate all the work you put into your content. You're amazing. No problem, man. I was wondering what your opinion was. I don't strictly bluegrass. Ah, I gotcha. Hey, Marcel. Hey, what's up, dude? I would go for a pronunciation of your username, but I'm not going to. Instead, let's check out this Petersen song. So the Petersens, it seems like this family band that's kind of been blowing up. And I've been hearing a lot about this. I know there was a kind of a solo video of, I guess, the youngest daughter, maybe, the mandolin player, playing a couple tunes that kind of blew up in a Facebook group or something. I think that's the first time I saw the family. Anyway, let's find what we're looking for. What was the suggestion? Johnny and Becky. And you're looking for the album version. How do I find said album version? I see a lot of live versions. J2 Dan says, how you been, Marcel? I've been good, man. Right now I'm looking for a recording and I can't find it. Maybe because I'm only looking on YouTube. This might be a Spotify situation, which I'm not sure I'm willing to do. Okay, you tell me to just look at the album, Petersen Bluegrass Shenandoah. Strings, I gotcha. I see you. Type in Shenandoah. Oh, here we go. Here's an album version. I got you, Strings. This is what you're looking for. I assume there's a guitar solo in here. I'm going to dig around for a guitar solo real quick. I mean, that's actually, that's a pretty cool guitar solo. We can do that. That's not too bad. It's kind of long. I mean, I will say that, but hopefully I can jam through it. So it sounds like no capo drop D, which is as good a reason as any to tune real quick. Come on, guitar. Nope. My tuner really doesn't want to pick up drop D. There we go. Close enough. Right. Very minor. I want to write in 3, 4, 6, 8. Starting in 3, 4 to start. I think I might change that later on, like 12, 8 or something. It feels actually, I can tell. It feels like 6, 8 to me. Come on, brain. Turn. Alright, so I have to put in an 8th note rest. God, what a shame to have to write this in a weird key signature. I mean, it's not that big a deal. I just don't want to do it. Okay. Key signature, time signature is what I meant. But speaking of key signature, hey, why don't we fix that one? Let's put it in D real quick. Sweet solo, it is a cool solo. Yeah. This is coming in off the beat. What if I took this? Ugly. What if I took this and I'm looking for? I guess that helps. Just trying to perceive the rhythm nicely, and I hate that this is coming out in 16th notes. I wish that I could kind of write it in a different format, but I don't really want to get too into the weeds about it. But it certainly does make me want to turn all of this into eighth notes and switch this to 3/4. Like just for like the sake of reading, because I have to keep reading these rhythms, and I feel like I'm gonna get confused. Yeah. I feel like this is much easier on my brain. Pause. Doo-doo-da-da-ba-da-dum. Appreciate you doing this for me. No problem, man. This is a fun one. What's your background? A degree in guitar performance, I assume? No. But I love getting asked this question because it's one of my favorite stories. No, I actually do not have any kind of degree because I couldn't get into music school. And the big reason I couldn't get in was because the audition process and my hearing loss. I've worn hearing aids since I was 6 years old. I was born with a sort of a degenerative disease that freezes one of the bones in my inner ear, so I can't hear certain frequencies very well. And I kind of exchanged some emails with the music department, and I got some unsatisfactory responses, and I decided to not even bother. So instead, I paid some of my friends who had actually gone through that music program to give me private lessons. I was like, hey, tell me what you learned in class. here's $30. It's tough when the phrases are really noodly, because it's hard to hold on too much. When it doesn't really feel like a melody, it's hard to like grasp a lot of it. It kind of just drifts away. I feel like we drop down lower, almost like that or that. Maybe it was just for that one note. This was actually the G. Like that. This is an open string to facilitate a shift. It seems like we're going to jump up there. I'm not catching where we're going up to. Are we going up higher? Is it something like that? We gotta slow that down just a little bit more. That phrase is, I don't think that's right. Not an open string. Sounds like an F, so it can't be an open string. Okay. So there were the two wrong notes. This hand position wise, this is a funky thing though. So I would wager that after this pull off, it's an excuse to play this F, this next F, kind of up in position on the B string. Otherwise, you would need 7 fingers to play it. Yeah. What was the bad? Oh. Is it one of those? I know the sound. Okay, I can place the sound, what kind of bend it is. I just can't. I'm not getting it. What is it? Ah, oh. Yeah, right. It's the 7 and it's bending up to the 5. So flat 5 to 5. We actually did a bend like this already today. Oh, man. That really got me for a second there. What did I just play? Something like that, maybe? Weird chord thing. Maybe he just accidentally hit this G. Down. Alright. Da da do, da da do. Something like this. Alright. I've tried to figure it out myself, but I always found myself playing mine, so I guess it's alright too. Yeah, man. I'll show you what he's doing. That's what we're doing. Keep going. It's like a triplet. This is triplets. James Brown, hey, what's up, man? We are transcribing this Petersen's tune. It is called The Ballad of John and Becky. Wait, there's the rest in there. Ah. 260 bits right here. Something going on like that. Let's flip flop these two. And then over here, I was hearing other notes. It sounded like this actually got played twice. It's just ghosted. And I heard like this one down here. So it's coming off beat. So this seems like we're getting a quick like ghosted strum in the background. Definitely a B string in this little strum. Less of that sound. These are just quarter notes. in drop D, so this is getting a little hard to hear. But I think he's sliding up to the A and then playing the open A. And then it sounds like we're getting that note, which would be the flat 5 again. Right. Boom. All the way back down to that super low D. That's it. How do we get you to transcribe a song? Oh, you just request one, man. Do you mind explaining ghost notes? Never truly understood those. Yes, man. Sorry, I've been a little distracted. Things get written in parentheses a lot when you're transcribing these. And sometimes we're writing things that we think happened on accident or just aren't very important, or maybe they were played a little bit softer. There's a lot of reasons that we might write like a ghost note. And I think I can give you examples of all of those here. So for instance, right here, I think this was an accident that he hit this open G string, but I hear it in the recording. And this is almost a way to indicate to the reader, hey, this isn't as important. If you left this out, it would still be the break. But if you want to be a nerd, you want to get it, kind of exactly right, well then put it in. Whereas these right here are things that I just barely were here in the recording. So there's something that you can play really softly if you want to get it exactly right. But if you left them out, it would probably still be fine. Same thing with right here, very softly. Right here we have something in parentheses because it's tied over. It's just a note ringing over from an earlier measure. You can see in the sheet music it's actually tied together. There's actually a little tie indicating that it's the same note, just still ringing. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons you might put something in parentheses and have a ghosted note. Let's see if we can maybe get 4 measures per line. I don't know. I'm sure that's super useful in this case. Let's go back to the 5. I'll tell you why. Let's go back to 5 measures per line, just so that way maybe I can see the whole thing in one page and I can give it a read. Give it the old once over. Because it is quite a bit. Oh, come on. Okay, there you go. At least a little bit of a read. Maybe I can do better. That's a crazy one.
Ran through the woods, John heard.
That's a pretty good sight read. It's still very messy, I know, but that's proof that it's written on the page at least. I love that. I really get a lot of enjoyment from sight reading. Like having something on the page and knowing that if you could read it well enough, you could just nail it. It's a good feeling. Even just getting close feels good. All right, let's name some of this. And then I will get to some of those things in the chat because I know that I've been super distracted by this transcription just because it was kind of a big boy one over here. Let's see if it worked too. Cool. Yeah. How about the Sean Watkins break and clear the tracks? The video on YouTube is just titled Nickel Creek 1997. I can take a look at that. You do Caleb Smith's break for Balsam Range, East Virginia Blues. Oh. Looks like that one's already up. Thanks, I appreciate that. Marcel, would you be able to finally do Brian Sutton's Cricket on the Hearth? Cole, you know, part of the thing is that I don't like doing super long breaks, and a lot of times the fiddle tune breaks are kind of those, right? I have to do a bunch of sort of AA, BB, and that means that the break can be really, really long, and sometimes I don't really want to do that because it kind of eats up the whole stream. And actually, the one that I just did is kind of an example of that, where like it's super fun, but like it just kind of takes over like everything that we're doing. So I'd rather do slightly smaller projects, mostly from like vocal tunes, because that means that we can fit more in the day, and that's a little more exciting for us. Doc's break on Me and Chet Made a Record. Well, I don't know, guys. Nothing's quite tickling my fancy yet. Keep hitting me with the suggestions, though. Not quite what I'm looking for, though. I wish I'd not already done that Balsam Range East Virginia Blues, since I would do that one. I'll try again in 2 weeks. No worries. Cole, you can always just email me, and you can order it on the side. I'll try to get it done. That is something that I don't mention enough. But you can go on the website if you go to the tab store. And if you scroll down to the bottom, there is a special place for you to get custom orders if you want them. And a lot of times, you know, it's stuff that I wouldn't necessarily do on stream. I know that, you know, it's no longer free. But yeah, if you go to the website, you go to the tab store page, you scroll all the way down, look, it is. Don't see the tab you want, we'll transcribe it. And all you do is pop in the info, and you're good to go. Anyway, if you ever want a transcription, that's what you can do. The tabs on the tab store, I should mention too, they get updated, well, actually a lot more than they used to. Mike, the video editor, is doing a lot of that, so we're getting tabs updated all the time. So you should check back a lot, because every once in a while Mike sends me a message and is like, hey, I tried to make a dent in all the tabs we have to upload. But there's literally hundreds of tabs on there now. I mean, just so many. Definitely check that out. Strings is out. See you later, buddy. Have we done Tony Rice's Faded Love already? I don't think so. Steve asked for Old Slewfoot. I don't know if there's any recordings of Old Slewfoot with a guitar break. Certainly not on the Jimmy Jesse ones. Jacob, you got a nice request. Let's do it. Let's see, is this remarkably weird? Is this cool? I don't know. Let's find out. really like this minor 4 chord right here. This is a real long one though. I mean, I love the suggestion, guys. It's good, but you know, when something's like a minute long, I mean, I'm gonna be working on it for like an hour. Uh, so it's like a big time investment. I'd rather work on something like just a little bit smaller. I know Billy Strings has been playing Slewfoot lately, so I'll check out some of his live footage to see if there's a break. Oh yeah, man! If you can find a break, let me know. It's a good break. I just don't have the time to do it right now. I'm gonna have to finish our stream before I would be done with it, which is no good. We already did one like super long break today, so kind of don't want to do anything that's, you know, that's hitting that like minute long you know, break. I know that's a bummer, guys, but you know, I just don't have the time right now. Billy Strings, letter edged in black. Which version do you like, Jacob? Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. Brian, do you like here? Do you like this like hotel room looking one, or do you want the Station Inn with Brian Sutton? Oh man, I'm getting a bunch of other suggestions. The one where he's in the hotel, okay.
I was standing by my window yesterday morning. Come and whistle, pretty little. Come home, my boy. Your dear old mother's dead.
Billy has a cool, quick intro on Don't Let Your Deal Go Down. Oh, I want to say we did something like that. Maybe not. I think we have something that we're waiting to publish, or maybe we already did. Gee, I think we already did something like that. Anyway, sorry, let's listen to this break. This one's not too bad. This one's pretty transcribable. It's not too long. It's probably be the last one of the day. I'm kind of looking for something that's not like a huge time commitment. Let's do this one. I see all your other suggestions. I swear, I see them. Let's go back. Okay. I don't think that I spotted any drop D stuff going on. I might be totally wrong. It's a tune enough for me. It does seem like Randy though. So let's fix our key signature first. Rest on beat 1. Something like that for the kick, right?
Mother's dead.
Nope, it was the minor to major third right there. boo da boo doo da. Huh. Seems like he lifts his finger up, almost like he wants to hit that open D, but I'm not sure I hear it. I think that's what he intended. It's like a little open string thing going on right there. Oh, whoops. Thanks, I love this old Hank Thompson song. This break's really cool. Yeah, it seems like a cool break. So this will be break starts. Seems like, let's try to do everything at once this time. Normally I save some of this stuff till the end, but let's try to do it all at once. Seems like we got a D chord, we got an A chord, and then these will be our pick strokes. I talked about this earlier in the stream, but I tend to just write strict alternating pick strokes unless the pick strokes are really, really important part of the performance. But I was talking about it in the Tony Rice performance. Tony always breaks the pick strokes, and sometimes when I write my final transcription, I'll just put a bunch of basic alternating pick strokes on it because it's not worth it. If you know, you're already doing it, you know? So, for instance, if you watch this performance carefully, the reason why I bring this up is you can see he's doing a lot of downs in a row. Right, this? They're all down when he's playing, and I don't think that's integral to the performance necessarily. Maybe some people disagree, but in my version right here, I'm just going to write in alternating pick strokes. All right, cool. I guess this is going across the bar line, ain't it? Yeah, it is. Do it like this. And then we're just walking straight back to that G chord, ain't we? Cool. So he's following that like bass note. I didn't catch what the chords were. Okay, cool. So I was ready, right? Yeah. Reveal to me your secrets. Okay, so there's another like tiny little strum right there. There's no tie here. This ends up on B1. There we go. I don't know why that was so tough. Sometimes, man. How is it? Sometimes I feel like it's just because I've been, like, if I'm working for an extended period of time, kind of like when I'm streaming, I guess. Sometimes I feel like my ears just burn out, like I need to stand up and walk away, you know, because the human body isn't made to listen to things in slow motion for 2 hours straight. Oh, I see. Does anyone else here play banjo? No, not me. He's trying to put a little strum here. It sounds like clicking noises. I don't think he had his bar set up, but it's a strum. Oops. Diatonic walk. Cool, I play the guitar, banjo, mandolin, and bass. Nice, man. Stop bump into things. Be wary the jack of all trades, master of none effect. All right. Do you transcribe his mistake for authenticity? No, if I transcribed his mistake, I'd write X's. People are playing in my band since I found you. I always bring 3 to 5 new songs a week to practice now. Nice, man. Da-doo-da, doo-da-doo-da. Yeah, interesting. This is kind of sloppy. I pulls this off. If I don't want to put the normal lick in here though, I want to get it right. He's got a little variation. Maybe it's not sloppy. Maybe I'm just not hearing it right. So it sounds to me, I just lost my spot in the video. It sounds to me like it's that. Yeah, it's almost like this one is... almost like that. You can see how, you know, this... how people could come up with different variations of how that is set up. You know, you could phrase that differently. Kind of has Kind of a funky one. Huh. Something's going on here with the timing. We gotta slow it down again. I'm an eighth note over. Okay, so let's just write it like this. Rather than sort of doing this whole finagle thing about where his hand slides, let's do it like this. Because this is the confusion that's happening. Right, and it makes the break work out. It's easier to read. It's not, maybe not as detailed as we could be, but for clarity's sake, why not just do it this way? Yeah. Well, that's it. Maybe I'll read it real quick. Let's play it along with Billy. I bet we can.
Once you're, oh my boy, your dear old mother's dead.
Not my best work. That's alright. Something like that. Alright, you guys know the drill. Everything that we transcribe on these streams will eventually make it onto the website. It might take a little bit of time, but trust in the system. We will definitely get this on the website soon. And if we like any of the transcriptions that we did today, of course, Seneca, or Mike as you might know, we'll turn this into a nice highlight reel. And we'll get those up too. I've been thinking about using my second channel to post some just like funny stuff that happens in the live streams. I think that might be fun to like edit up, do in my spare time. Not that I have any spare time, but wouldn't that be fun? Anyway, guys, it has been nice hanging out. I hope you have enjoyed our hangout. It's probably time for me to roll on. I've been transcribing for 2 hours, and you all know, this is when my brain starts turning to mush. You're all wonderful, though. I love you always. Hangover, are you still here? Maybe Hangover's not here anymore. I haven't heard from him in a while. I was gonna say, kind of weird we didn't see Gary today. Our boy Gary was not in the stream, and he's always here. Someone send out a search party for Gary. If you want to see any more live streams, all you gotta do is show up on Tuesdays at noon, and we transcribe anything you guys suggest. Glad you like it, man. Thanks, everyone. I'm seeing the nice things rolling. I'm gonna call it. Stick around if you want to listen to the cool Tony Rice remix. See y'all later. Y'all have a nice night. All right, let's do it.
So I'll do a count to lead it in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Astronaut helmets or whatever. There's some people that like a tighter sound. Tighter Now, the instrument is very well balanced. The other instrument that I have is one that I've played, I think, more than I have any other. The instrument is very well balanced. It's a custom-made ovation. If I were you, I wouldn't take a prejudice to guitars that have plastic backs. Tighter sound. Tighter sound. Tighter sound. It drifts away from the norm. Sounds very much like a dreadnought. Tighter sound.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now the instrument is very well balanced. Some people that like a tighter sound. Tighter sound. Feel free to experiment around with it. couple of things I should mention now is that, first off, neither the rhythm through there nor the improvising part over the rhythm were